This is going to change your life. No, it won't. It really won't. You are listening to the Like a Girl podcast. We are on a mission to make women's fitness accessible, taking into account everything that comes with it, from periods to body image to the nitty gritty of what it's like being a girly, navigating fitness for the first time. The information provided in this podcast is intended for educational and informational purposes only and should not be considered as medical advice. Whilst we strive to provide accurate and up-to-date information on women's health and fitness, every individual situation is unique. Always consult a qualified healthcare professional or your doctor before starting a new exercise program, changing your diet, or making decisions related to your health. The opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the host and guests and do not reflect the views of any affiliated organisations. Listener discretion is advised. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Like a Girl podcast. Today's episode, we are going to be doing a deep dive into everything Galentines. We have had Valentine's Day. I don't know how you might feel about that, but for me, I'm glad it's over. I feel like it's a day that's got a lot of pressure. Whether you've got a partner or not, I'd say I'm a lovey-dovey person, but that day's just not for me. So instead of doing a Valentine's Day special, we are going to do a Galentine's Day special because we're original. Yeah. Okay, let's jump straight into it.
Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Firstly, happy Galentines.
Happy Galentine's
to you.
Day.
So fun.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Are you going to get yourself a gift? Like a little from me to me?
I've not really thought about it. I think I will.
You should.
So a few of my friends get themselves flowers like quite regularly. I'm like,
Oh,
that's a really cute
lovely.
habit. I might get into that.
That's really nice. I might do that actually.
What about you?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I will. I'm a bit of a shopaholic. So like...
Yeah, you are.
So I will probably end up getting myself something in the guise of a gift.
Nice. Are you
It's
going to
highly
add to your growing wardrobe of corporate outfits?
You know what though? Because actually I'm in the market for a black hoodie. Just
Nice,
a classic.
yeah.
You know, like one that's really built. Like structured.
A structured
A
hoodie.
structured black hoodie. And you know what, people? It seems to be a lot to ask. I've been on the market. Yeah, I've been on the market for 2 weeks looking for this type of hoodie. Not
No
found
results.
anything yet. And I will admit, I am looking in person.
Oh,
But yeah, it's a bit of a challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what is your perfect Galentine's? If you had to spend it.
Okay. Oh, okay. Perfect Galentines. TV. Maybe normally I would be very basic and I'd say like Harry Potter. But
You can't go wrong.
yeah, but I'm thinking Galentines, I might go for a bit of a rom-com or like a very
Ooh.
classic feminine film. So Clueless I love.
I'm obsessed.
Yeah,
it's
that's
so
a good choice.
Yeah,
I do love 13 Going on 30. That's like
never seen it.
we've had this conversation.
Have we?
Yeah, you promised me you were
No
going to watch
memory.
it when you
Whoops.
felt need, which I think is this week.
I think you might be right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
It's
is a
beautiful.
such a good. It's a good film for this week. I think it's getting a
Yeah.
bit cold. It's getting a
Yeah.
bit dark. We're getting into the lighter days, but still, February
Not light enough.
it's the worst month of the year, objectively, in my opinion.
No, totally agree.
It's so rough. But yeah, my Galentine's Day. What would I do? Maybe a cheeky. Take myself out for a coffee. I think.
Oh,
I like a little cute drink.
yeah.
Overspend a little bit, as you should.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes.
And I might watch that film.
Yeah.
I'll let you know what I'm saying about
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Love that. I love that.
But speaking of the colder February vibes, we've really done a bit of digging and found that there is a specific Quitter's Day, apparently. I had no knowledge of this, but Saffron's been telling me all about it. The 10th of January specifically, moving forward, apparently 80% of people lose their New Year's resolutions and just don't continue with it. I am currently one of them, to be fair. I'll put it all down to exams, but I am that person. But what about you? How's your New Year's resolution going?
Mine is going relatively better than expected. And I'm going to put it out there for everyone because I don't think I'm like a god that is incredible with New Year's resolutions. I got lucky because I made it broad because I know what I'm like and I made it achievable. I was very specific this year
Yeah.
after maybe last year's mistakes. So I went for drinking more water, and I have been doing it. I've been drinking my water. I've also been posting it on my Instagram story whenever I have. I've been like,
whenever you drink
water.
water.
Whenever I've got it in the gym.
Proof.
Because the thing was I never brought it to the gym.
That's not great.
Yeah.
So winning. Nice
It's
work.
all been happening for me.
Love that. Success. Oh, you've made paces. You've done strides because
Thank
no
you.
longer just coffee.
Yeah.
It's not the way.
It's not the way. I'm proud of myself. I won't lie to you all.
I'm proud of you, Saffron.
Yeah.
Winning.
It's pretty good.
So if you've made it this far, congrats. Like literally, you're doing better than me. Not Saffron though. You stuck with it. But I feel
You
like
can
there's
keep up.
people.
Sorry.
I feel like there's people from both sides. Like if you've kept with it, well done. But I think a vast majority of people have felt a bit of demotivation. Like it's just getting darker, and sticking with it in the gym. I've really noticed, especially in Goodwin Gym, there's just been a bit of a drop off. It's getting
Yeah.
quieter as it always does.
Yeah.
But it's so understandable, like the motivation kind of goes down. So today we thought we'd have like a Galentine's Day themed, how do we keep at it? How do we push past the quitter's day that we all kind of experience a little bit? So first we wanted to think about partners, Galentine's partners.
Yes.
Who do you usually go to the gym with?
So I go to the gym with Drew.
Mm.
You guys might know her from our social media. She is one of the co-founders. And yeah, we actually met at the gym. So it was
yes, I
like,
forgot. Yeah.
So it was quite lucky. So actually, our friendship is formed around the
fitness.
gym. That was
Wow.
what started it all off. So we used to go to exercise classes,
Mm.
and we'd like kind of talk
Yeah.
at the exercise classes, mainly just to slag off the PT that was running the class. Like I won't lie to you.
What's wrong with your PT?
Well, it
Maybe
was
we
just
can't slag
no,
them off too
it just wound me up. Like
Oh.
another sit up, really? Like, are you for real? And then
I have
you're
to
just
do
stood there, man.
Fitness.
You're just stood there. I'm grafting.
It's not
And then
really
he's
on.
like, do this, do that. And I'm like, you do it. Just you
You
do it.
try.
Why am I doing it? Nonsense.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Fair.
obviously I did realise that was wrong. But
a
that
friendship
was
was
how
formed.
we
Yeah.
formed the friendship was about
and
that.
long-lasting friendship. It kind of
Yeah,
shows, doesn't
I
it?
know.
Yeah, when you branch out a little bit, put you outside
Yeah.
that comfort zone.
And
You
I
can
think
find those
classes are a
people.
great way to do that
So
because
true.
you've got a topic
Yeah.
to talk about.
Yeah. We're in pain.
I would never go up to someone in the gym. Like, I'm not that confident to go up to someone and be like,
I'm not.
hi.
It is good to put yourself out there.
It's
But-
good, but you need to have a certain level of confidence, and I think
Yeah.
that comes over time. So I feel like classes are just a great place to start.
So true.
But
yeah.
having a friend at the gym,
it helps so much.
it's a game changer.
Yeah, it really helps you push out those last couple of reps we found.
Yes.
Because especially with myself, it's like when you're on your own, you're like, oh, it's dark. I'm here on my own. I'm bored. And then you're not going to push yourself as far.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I love having someone to be like, what are you doing? Pick up the weight. Keep going. Or like to stop you from like just yapping. I'm a bit
Yes,
of a yapper.
I'm a yapper. I am a
Yeah.
yapper. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why we're here. But I do get what you mean. I feel like the thing for me that's been helpful is it's forced me to have a structure to my fitness. So whereas before I'd kind of go where, if and when I actually fancied it, which was rarely, I'm having Drew there. We had to plan it.
Yeah.
We had to know when to meet. And like, oh my God, I'll give you like an insight into my morning routine.
Okay.
Alarm
Let's go.
goes off,
Mhm.
5:30, I sit and have my coffee in bed.
Nice.
And then I'm like, Jesus, Drew's going to be here in about 10 minutes.
No.
And I'm like sprinting to get myself ready. But there is no way I'd be getting out of that bed if her
Yes.
car wasn't pulling up.
So true.
Like-
You'd be there with your coffee.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wouldn't be
it's that
moving.
accountability, like having someone to be like, oh, you're not there for yourself necessarily.
Yeah.
You can't let Drew down.
No, like it'd just be embarrassing. Can you imagine? It's one thing telling yourself like, oh, it doesn't matter. But can you imagine messaging someone being like, I don't think I can make it today.
sorry.
Like, I needed a genuine excuse.
Yeah.
I could not message her on the because I know she's woken up early
Mm.
to meet me.
Yeah, so,
So,
you can't let her
yeah.
down. Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like that's such a good point, like finding that person. If you have like a friend who knows the gym a bit more than you especially,
Yeah.
it helps so much to push past
Yes.
that like slump that we all kind of go through.
I also think it's so true what you were saying about trying new stuff at the gym. I think
Yeah.
because both of you come to the gym with different ideas of how to work out, that's really helpful. There have been so many machines that I've used with Drew because she likes them. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, please,
Stay away.
that sounds so
Yeah.
scary. That freaks me out. I don't want to do it, but she'll show me how to do it. And that gives me
Yeah.
the confidence to do new exercises.
Yeah,
and
new spin on
stuff.
something. Yeah, it keeps
Yeah.
it fresh because it's so easy to just fall into the same like
Exactly.
3 workout routines.
Yes.
So yeah, and we've also had a recent comment in from our social media
Yes.
saying that there's always that one who knows what's going on in the gym, and there's always the one that literally doesn't have a clue. We've all been that person, but
Yeah.
for me, definitely, that's how I got into the gym. It's having that partner who knows what's going on, and then you
Completely.
can just be chill to not have a clue and just follow along and follow them around like a little puppy.
Someone's always got a plan.
Yes.
Like someone's got the plan
Yeah,
ready
yeah,
to
yeah.
go. I think that's the joy. And I quite like with me and Drew, we kind of interchange.
Do
So
you?
some weeks I'll have the plan because I'm feeling more motivated. And then when my motivation drops off, hers is picked up by
Kicks
that
in.
point.
Yeah.
So she's like, oh no, I've got the plan. This is what
Love
we're doing,
that.
which is really, really
yeah.
nice.
You two
Yeah.
balance each other out quite
We
well.
really do.
Yeah.
We're polar opposites though. Like I can't stress it
So
enough.
funny.
Like I'm always a bit shocked. On paper, we would
is.
not be friends.
No, but it works so well. Opposites
Yeah.
attract.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're Galentine.
Absolutely. I do think as well though, like if you're struggling to kind of make friends at the gym, obviously classes are great, but I actually used to do as well to make more gym friends, group PT sessions.
Really?
Yeah, so it would be cheaper than doing a PT session on your own, right? Because you'd split the cost with someone, and they'd have similar
That
fitness
makes
goals.
sense. Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
it would make you really good partners.
Yeah, and it's a bit more intimate, I guess, than a
Yeah.
wider session. It's kind of hard to approach people sometimes.
Exactly. And
So-
then like if both of you don't know what you're doing,
Yeah.
you've got the PT to show you what you're doing and teach you. So
I love that. I'm
bit
not
of a
really
double
heard about
whammy.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I feel like also sport can be a massive part of it as well. Me with netball, I feel like there's such a set routine. I don't know what I'll do without it. Like
Yeah.
every single day, you have to be there at this time, especially if you're running a session. So I'm a fitness sec, so I have to have a plan in place and always be there, obviously, to make sure it runs how it should. But I feel like that accountability, whether it's through a wider group or an individual Galentine, it always helps so much, especially in Feb.
I think that's so good. I've just joined like different running groups, and that's got a similar vibe to it, right? Where it's like in January and February, there is nothing that could convince me that going out for a run
Nah.
is a good idea.
Nope.
Like it's dark, it's cold, often it's wet.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be out there. Don't want to
So
be doing
fair.
that.
Yeah.
But the running groups have really helped. So I think
Yeah.
that's another option for sure.
Yeah, we all just need a bit of yap sometimes, and the running
So
groups are such a good excuse for it.
Yes.
You just meet, so everyone's there for a chat at the end of the day,
Yeah.
and even though it's freezing, it's always a good time.
I've learnt so much.
Have you?
I've learnt about pastries and like what goes into being a patisserie chef.
Wow,
Is it a chef?
that's so
Baker?
niche.
You know, yeah. I was like, "What do you do?" She's like, "Patisserie chef," and I was like, "Pardon?" No, joking. I didn't do that, guys. I'm sorry. It came to me. I had to say it.
Your dad jokes sometimes just come out left field.
I'm actually going red. Obviously, when I had to say, "Oh, I'm a project manager," I felt a bit rubbish.
Less fun.
But what was my point?
I don't even know.
Yeah,
you're
you-
learning new things.
You learn so much
Yes.
about people. People want to just share. Turns out we were from villages really near to each other.
Really?
Before we both came to Sheffield. So, like, loads in common. I
Wow.
didn't know her boyfriend, but I knew what school he went to.
Small world.
Yeah, so,
Whoa,
yeah,
that's
there's like,
crazy.
it's crazy. There's
Also,
what
I feel
people
like
you meet.
run groups, to put a new spin on it, if you're more into the Valentines, less Galentines, I've heard run groups are an amazing place
I've heard this.
to start chatting to people.
I've heard this.
And I've never seen this, I've never experienced this, but
I only go to women-only ones.
no,
And-
same.
But
But
I have heard this.
Yeah,
and you
it's
know
huge.
what? That would, if I was in the market,
on the market,
if I said in, not on, or I'm not a product. But if I was in the market, 100% that's where I'd be looking.
I
That
think
makes so
that's
much
the way.
sense.
Yeah, you're all
So
there.
much sense.
You'll meet similar.
Yeah. But you know what?
People.
Also, I think it tell you a lot about a person if they're willing to match your pace
Mm.
or not.
Yes.
You know?
They've gone out of their way to slow down.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Exactly. They're going to share their drink. Like, I don't know if that's too far.
That might be
but
too
like,
much on
or
the
a little,
first
like,
run.
you
Maybe
know, like a
fifth
little
run type
snack,
vibes.
like, oh, I brought
Yeah.
some, I don't know what you take on a run. Like, 'cause people run quite far and they take snacks. Do you take
Gels.
snacks?
I've never had
Gels?
like a gel.
I have had gels.
They work?
I didn't have them on a run.
What?
I took gels to the Taylor Swift Eras tour.
What?
Yeah, and you know what? Needed.
Go,
Queued
go,
up
go.
from 5 a.m., didn't I?
Oh,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, so me and my sister queued from 5 a.m.
Oh
Me
my
and my sister
God.
are both kind of prone to passing out. Obviously, if
gels.
you pass out with Taylor Swift, they're just going to drag you out.
Yeah, it's not cool.
Like, you're not, they won't
Yeah.
like be like, oh, I guess you queued since 5 a.m.
We'll allow it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
so,
they'll be like, she's got to go.
yeah.
Yeah.
We were both just like, we need to keep going.
Well,
Yeah.
pro tips. if you're at a concert for a while, take gels. Don't need them on runs.
And you know what,
apparently.
though? They are disgusting. I'm sorry. Those gels are
They
grim.
are pretty grim. When I was like higher level netball, we used to have them all the time at like half time. Grim.
Absolutely horrible. I've never been so disgusted.
No,
by
it's
something.
disgusting. I had like a banana one. Ew.
Yeah. A
Yeah.
banana one?
Yeah, wrong.
That's disgusting.
It's not
Sorry.
really okay.
I have no comment.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
It's not okay.
I don't know if this is interesting or not, but in Sheffield, there's now a business run club. So it's business networking whilst running. Probably not where you'll find, the right person. But
I don't think it is.
but what a new form of networking.
Yeah, but then you're like, if you're that guy I am at the moment, start of the year, where you're just wheezing, trying to give a pitch on the move, maybe not the time. I also feel like having a partner at the gym can really help when you need that reassurance to go for that heavier weight. Because I'm so hesitant, especially in the squat rack, when I'm like, I know I could do more. But you just need that reassurance sometimes. Like, to be fair, I don't know what most of my mates are going to do if I just can't actually get that up. But it's just having someone there spotting.
Yeah.
Have you ever found that?
Definitely. Not so much the squat rack, because I can't lie, I've got thighs of thunder. But I'm joking. They're very average. But I am terrified about dropping the chest press.
So true.
Like,
yeah.
I'm terrified they're going to like fall on my boobs and
What are
it's
you gonna
going to
do?
really hurt.
Yeah.
I'm not that I lift that heavy, but it is a major concern of mine because you're meant to get it so low and then push it all the way back. People know how chest press works. But yeah, very, very scared about that. And I won't lie to you, there's been a lot of times where I have nearly maxed and Drew's had to grab it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is actually, here's another story about that. I did one that was, what's the one? Shoulder press?
Yeah.
I nearly hit my head with the dumbbell. It was like the heaviest I'd ever gone. It must have been like an 8K or something.
Yeah.
And I literally just got to here, lost it. My arm just went like that.
I hate
and
when
it nearly hit my head and literally someone
so
grabbed
bad.
it, moved it. Oh,
Terrifying.
that really shook my confidence though.
Yeah, it is scary when you have like a close call like that at the
Yeah.
gym. Yeah.
I think it is scary, but I think like it's very rewarding because you're pushing yourself and you're doing something new, braver. Like it is cool. I think it's just about taking risks understandingly.
Yeah.
I knew I was being spotted.
Yeah.
So as much
So
as it
you
was
can-
scary, it was only scary because it was like if I wasn't,
Yeah.
that could have been awful.
Yeah.
That was never going to happen. And I think that's the joy of having a friend with you. You know you're
Yes.
safe.
Yeah, it's so true. And you can really feel like, right, I can go for a PB.
Yes.
And there'll be someone to not only like help me if I fail, but celebrate with me if I actually manage it.
Absolutely.
So I feel like that would be so massive.
I also think if you go to a gym that is maybe in the weights area, a little bit more masculine, it is so nice to have another girl with you to
Yes.
go and do the weights with. Like,
That's so true. Yeah.
I used to dread if Drew wasn't coming to the gym having to go into like that big weights area on my own. Like I just wouldn't. I would literally grab 2 little tiny dumbbells and go get a little
Into the
random
corner.
corner out the way.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't stand it. So having that extra moral support,
So
I think makes a
true.
really big difference.
Yeah, definitely. And a bit of a yap as well always.
Oh my god.
Never goes wrong.
yes. You
Yeah.
know the gossip at the gym, it's
So
different.
good.
It's absolutely different. It's like you've got clarity of thought. It's like your workout's clearing your brain and you're like, you
Yeah.
know what? I know why that happened.
Yeah.
I know why someone did that.
X, Y, Z.
What a gift.
Yeah. Wow.
Beautiful time.
Gossip at the gym.
A gossip
Moral
at
of the
gym.
story. That's where it's at.
Absolutely. After you've done your gossip at the gym. So when me and Drew first started going to the gym back in the day, there was like this girls group.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
actually, looking back, it was a bit bizarre. But there was like 4 of us, often used to go at the same time, like after our 9 to 5, hit the gym. It was a similar group. And we all started at the same fitness class
Love.
and then filtered into living our best life in the gym. And we'd go for drinks afterwards.
That's such a good
And
idea.
it was so
Wow.
nice. And like, it would be fun because it almost felt like, this sounds so cringe, it felt like a sleepover almost because you would do your workout and then you'd all go to the changing room and you'd all be getting dressed
Getting
up together.
ready.
It was like
That's so
being
cute.
back like at uni or at a sleepover or something. Like everyone's like, oh, what are you wearing? What are you wearing? And you'd all be
That's
like,
so
oh, I'm wearing
cute.
this. And then you'd like hit the bar. Like it
Yeah.
was great. And also like, can we just do the walk out of the changing room where you're all looking fit as fuck? Can we say fuck?
Is that allowed?
Oh,
That's so good.
it's so
The glow up
good. It's so
after
good.
the state after the gym.
Literally.
Turn out.
Oh, beautiful.
transformed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
I rate it. I rate it a
I've
lot.
really been wanting to get into. My friend told me about this. I don't know loads about it, but if you like an alcoholic bev, there's this run group who all have a free half pint included after the run.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they all meet up at the pub after and then just have a half pint. And I love that idea.
That's so nice.
I need to get into that. But
That is
yeah,
cute.
no, I love that.
We know that exercise is good for you and it's going to help with your mental health. But I think exercising with a friend adds that double whammy.
Yeah.
That like it's good for your health, but that gossip and that like just chat does help as well. And I just think you can't downplay it. Like sometimes you can be in the worst mood and just a little bit of a nonsense gym session with your bestie.
Bit of a yap.
It can make so much
Massive
of a difference.
Yeah.
Studies have shown that female friendship can be actually one of the most important relationships that a woman has throughout her lifetime.
Yeah.
And I think it's like it has a lot of different health benefits other than just it's nice to have a friend.
Yes.
So it is really important if you can, get that. And I think why not just do it at the gym?
Why not? Double whammy.
Makes
like you say,
sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. And it's like that celebration as well. It's so hard to like celebrate yourself, I think, sometimes. Like we're so hard on ourselves.
Oh my
I know
God,
I am.
yeah.
So especially when you feel like you're not reaching your goals, like after exams, for example,
Yeah.
I've not been attempting to do a single pull-up or working towards it because I've been so busy, as many uni students are. But I feel like having someone to just celebrate the wins is so good because it's so hard to acknowledge them sometimes on your own.
100%. And even just like, I think wins that are small are so much easier to celebrate when someone's there with you when you do them. Like, I actually last week, did my personal best on the chest press. I've gone
Yay!
up
Oh my God.
by 1.25. No, more than that. 2.25.
Congrats.
2.5. There we go. I can't do mental maths. I've gone up by 2.5 and
Smashed it.
yeah, I'm feeling pretty proud. But you would
Love
not
that.
go around and tell everyone that.
No, that is true. It doesn't sound like a flex, but it's
No.
so huge.
But like
Yeah.
it was, and because Drew's been there when I could only do the bar,
yes,
she understands
knows.
how big
Yeah,
a deal
it's
that
the
is, and
journey.
it's nice.
Yeah,
It's wholesome.
be acknowledged.
So I think there is that element to it that's really special.
No, definitely. Yeah, the small wins, it's so hard to celebrate them sometimes on your own. You're like, oh,
100%.
just another day. But no, it's
100%.
not. 2.5 is huge.
Is.
It is. Love.
So in terms of workouts to actually do with a friend, what are your favourites?
My favourites. Ooh. I do love a run. I know that's so boring.
No, it's
Sorry,
good.
everyone. But a run and a yap and just the runner's high plus someone there to just
Yeah.
be like, bad ideas, like just nonsense
Yes.
back and forth. It's so
Yes.
fun. I love it.
You know what, though? I actually saw a TikTok about this the other day.
Mm.
Someone did like a big run. It was like 10K or something. But for every K, they had a different conversation topic. So it
Oh
was
my
like
God, I
the
love
first
that.
K is like, what's your dream wedding? And then like the second K was like something else. It's like a full-on conversation.
That's so good.
How nice would that be? Because I loved our Percy Pud run. We ran it like a 10K together.
so fun.
And like, don't get me wrong, at the end I was on my last legs. But the chat at
was
the start was so good.
Yes. Oh my God. And the conversation starters everywhere. Like everyone was in costumes.
Yes.
So you had some characters at the do the Percy Pud run if you can get into it.
It was so
fun.
good. So
But
good.
yeah, no, it was so good.
I love that. I think for me, it's probably doing a kind of like a mix of weights and ever so slightly hit, like weights with a sprinkle of cardio.
Yeah.
That's my dream. And doing that in a circuit with a friend is
Yeah.
great. I especially love, but this is maybe a little bit nasty of me, when you can watch someone doing the cardio. So you're doing the weights and you're
Yeah.
like working, but you can see that sweating.
Yes.
But it's like you can watch. And you can be like, oh, that's happening to me next.
Yay.
Like, oh, God.
God, that's sporty.
But also it's like, haha.
I'm hearing you not.
Drew knows this, don't worry, guys.
I ran a session recently and it's so fun. If you've not done this, it's called like cards, deck of cards workout. So each
Okay.
suit is like a different workout.
Right.
So you do like hearts would be straight leg RDLs or diamonds would be like clean and press. And
Yeah.
you use a barbell for each thing. So I ran it with netball. Everyone hated me, but it's so fun.
God.
And it gets everyone super in the mood, like some music blasting. And
so
then,
do you pull out cards?
so yeah, you go through the whole deck and then the number equates to the amount of times you do that.
Oh my
so
God.
you could get like, and I didn't shuffle them right. And everyone was fuming with me. So the clean and press, if you don't know what that is, it's like you get the bar up like that, down, and that's one.
Yeah.
And they had some decent weight on there by the end. And it was
God.
like, it was like a 10, a jack and a queen in a row, and everyone was looking at me like, what is wrong with you? But it got everyone in the mood.
Oh
and that's
my
what I'd say. I would
gosh.
recommend doing that.
That's
a fun
actually
one.
such a good one.
It's so, and
That's really good.
the jokers,
Yeah.
mystery. Like I was like, I'm not going to tell you what they are, but when I pull one out, you'll know.
What
The
was
jokers was 25, front-loaded squat, and then up. Everyone was not happy, but
Oh my god.
it actually gets everyone so like pumped, and by the end you're just super like proud.
That's
achieved,
crazy,
like,
but
it.
that's
And
really good.
I don't know how many squats that is, but if you go through every number, like an ace is
That's a
14.
lot.
It's quite a lot of squats.
That is a lot.
Yeah. So congrats to them,
Wowza.
but would recommend that. That's a fun workout.
That is impressive. That's really creative.
So fun.
Wow.
I'll be doing that again. They'll love me.
Nice.
All right. Well, we'll bring this Galentine's episode to a close. Thank you so much for listening. I feel like I've got a few new ideas to go into it with.
Absolutely. Let us know what you end up doing, how you spend your Galentines, and if you end up going to the gym or making a gym buddy. Like, we would love to know all about it. We love hearing everyone's experiences.
I feel like there's no wrong Galentines. You know what I mean?
Absolutely
do what you want to do.
Yeah. Treat yourself. Absolutely. Thank you so much for listening, guys. As usual, make sure to hit follow or subscribe, however you're watching, and do leave us a review if you've enjoyed it, which hopefully you have because you've made it this far. And we will see you all very, very soon. Bye.
See ya. Bye.